I built an AI agent that runs the entire client appreciation workflow for the real estate agents. Spreadsheets the past client goes in, and personalized thank you video for each one comes out next. And it's all done autonomously, where the AI on my computer handles the orchestration and Higgsfield does the heavy creative work in the cloud. Let's think of it like a film set. I'm the director, and the agent is my assistant director, and Higgsfield runs the studio. So here's the architecture. My name is Daniel Jindeo. I used to run an AI info business that questioned my moral every single day, and eventually I had to quit. Now, I give away everything I know about AI for completely free community, free newsletter. You can just take it all. The only thing I ask is maybe drop a comment so the algorithm keeps me alive. Anyway, here's something I learned the hard way. You know, every creative platform out there, like promising one prompt full pipeline, is either just flat out lying or telling you a partial truth. So today I tested Higgsfield supercomputer to figure out which one this is. Now, here's the operator's problem in 2026. You want creative AI that actually ships professional output, but you don't want a SaaS company, SaaS platform owning your whole stack. And you can't realistically run video generation locally yet because the GPU alone is going to cost north of maybe like right now, what, $3,000? Even then, the local video models are still rough at the moment. So you turn to cloud creative tools, but most of them want to own everything. They give you a dashboard, ask you to live inside it, and call it a pipeline. Okay, let's keep going with the film set analogy here. Higgsfield supercomputer, through this thing called the MCP, gives you access to his crew. The agent on your hardware is your assistant director. The assistant director who runs the day. Higgsfield is the studio that handles the heavy creative work. So only 2 layers of the 9 layers in a creative production happen in the cloud here, and that's image generation and video generation. Everything else stays on your machine. So today I'm the director, the agent is my assistant director, and Higgsfield will run the studio. But here's what nobody really tell you about cloud creative AI in 2026. The agent generates 10 versions, you maybe ship 3, and the other 7 garbage, right? The gap right there, that's the entire video today. Now, real estate is a referral economy. 66% of sellers find their agent through a referral. That's straight from the National Association of Realtors, which means the agents who stay top of mind with past clients are the ones winning the next deal, and the ones who go quiet after closing, they lose. Most agents fall into one of 2 camps here. They either pay handwritten no service anywhere from $5 to $15 per note, or they don't send anything because the operational cost just does not scale once you have more than 10 past clients. Today, so I built an agent that runs the entire post-closing workflow. It generates personalized card art, a gift voucher with a real redemption code, and a 15-second presenter video. One agent with one CSV file, $3.47 per client. It's kind of crazy. Now, let me show you how to wire this up, because the MCP setup is the part everyone trips over, and it really only takes 30 to maybe 60 seconds. So you go to the Higgsfield platform here, click on the MCP and CLI page, and you copy the skill add command, then you open Codex for me and paste it in. Higgsfield's authorization page opens automatically. You hit authorize, and Codex now sees all of the Higgsfield's tools. That's it. Pretty easy, straightforward, right? Okay, first layer is the card art. The agent takes the brand brief from the CSV, writes the GPT image 2.0 prompt, and fires it through the MCP. Higgsfield runs the camera department here. And I need you to look at this. Premium real estate scene at golden hour. I just name on the envelope as legible. Vancouver context is subtle without showing landmarks. 7 credits, 27 cents. It took me a couple minutes, and this trip first try. Second layer is the gift voucher with a redemption code on it. So the agent takes the real gift card code, drops it into the GPT image 2.0 prompt, and asks for a clean voucher visual with the code printed on it. As you can see, the visual is clean, the code rendered correctly, the design is on brand for premium real estate gifts to stay top of the mind. But here's the thing nobody talks about with these AI workflows. That code has to be real. You cannot have the agent just generate a random 12 character string and hope it works, right? Because the customer types it in it at checkout and nothing happens since it's not a real code from a real gift card service. So the actual workflow is you go buy a Visa gift card or an Amazon gift card or whatever you're sending, right? You grab the actual code from the card and you paste it into agent's prompt. The agent then renders the voucher visual with the real code embedded in the design. So what that means is, in plain English, AI is the orchestrator and the creative layer, but the transaction has to be real, which means AI cannot issue gift card. You gotta buy it yourself and just feed them into as a prompt. So this is the architecture lesson of the whole video. AI handles the feeling, you handle the facts. Third layer is the personalized presenter video. And this is, I think, where Higgsfield's marketing studio earns its place here. So the agent passes the script, the avatar reference, and the voucher visual to marketing studio, ask it to generate a 15-second clip with audio embedded in it. With custom avatar generated audio, stable framing for the full 15 seconds, 75 credit, 293. This is the layer that finally worked for personalized video. Earlier in my testing, I tried image to video and the presenter kept kind of morphing mid-clip, but marketing studio didn't actually happen that way. So because it treats the avatar as a stable identity, generate like fresh audio and renders the whole thing as a one piece, it worked like a charm. However, the catch here is the avatar in this demo is mine, not an actual real estate agent's. In production, you would create one that matches the agent's identity. So the workflow is real, so the placeholder is honest, right? The real estate agent won't be actually wearing the leather jacket, if you know what I mean. I'm using the MCP integration with my own agent stack instead. It's a different door, same models on the other side. But today I'm the director, the agent is my assistant director, Higgsfield ran the studio. So my take on Higgsfield supercomputer after running this whole test is, it's the best 2 out of 9 creative platform I've used, and honestly that's exactly the right shape for a tool like this. Higgsfield tech line is one prompt full pipeline. The honest read after testing it is that one prompt covers the photography pipeline, which is 2 layers of the 9 I walked you through today. The other 7 layers, they yours. And that's not a flaw here. That's actually the architecture you want, that you want to own. Now here are my honest critiques though. Number 1, AI workflows cannot really generate real money. The gift voucher demo proved it here. The agent renders the visual beautifully. You still have to buy a real gift card and feed the actual code in yourself. AI orchestrates the work, you handle the transaction part. Number 2, custom avatar reliability can be kind of flaky. Earlier in my testing, 3D render attempts fail outright, but all 3 were refunded automatically, which is actually a big deal. I think Higgsfield's refund mechanic is real, and frankly that matters more to me than the failure, because most cloud AI silently burns your credits on broken jobs. Number 3, why don't we talk about cost here? Cost to test this whole demo across all my iteration was about $10 in credits. Cost to actually run this in production is the plus plan at $39 a month, which gives you 1,000 credit at 3.5 cents each. So per client cost lands at right, $3.47. And my verdict on Higgsfield was bad, I would say so, but honestly the refund mechanic earned my recommendation more than the generation did. And it's only gonna get better and better, as you already know, right? Here's a take-home framework for you. I call it the Producer Gap Audit, and it's 3 questions you can ask yourself before shipping any AI creative output, which also applies to me. And it's a tool agnostic. So use this with Higgsfield, Midjourney, Sora, anything, right? Question 1, does this output match the brand's Bible across all dimensions like color, material, mood, voice? Because if it drifted on any of those, regenerate or you reject. Question 2, does this output hold up when it hits the real world? Because your audience knows that real system look like. The gift voucher I showed you, the visual passed, but the code has to actually work when typed in. AI can render anything visually. The real world test is whether it actually works when used. Now the last question, question 3, is this an output I can actually strip? Because the agent generates abundance, but you can only strip a fraction of it. So generation is very cheap, but the curation is where I call it the architecture. As you already know, every great film has a producer, and the producer's job is the gate before the audience sees anything. AI gives you abundance, you bring the gate to the audience. All right, so here's what to do next. So I basically built a complete kit for this workflow, and I'm gonna give it away for completely free. It's the agent prompts, the CSV template, the gift card integration workflow, and the Producer Gap Audit checklist, which all is in the description. And if you want to try Higgsfield supercomputer for yourself, my link is also in the description and pinned comment. So today I was the director, the agent was my assistant director, and Higgsfield ran the studio. Anyway, that is all for today. If you want to see more, why don't you comment down below to what you want to see next? Because for the next video, I'm going to cover how you can run local AI models like Gemma 4 on Cloud Code or other open source platform. Because that is how our channel runs. You ask, I build, we all learn. See you in the next video.